Fullerton, a bustling city located in the center of North Orange County, California. Fullerton is a town that is pressing on towards the future, all the while keeping the traditions of its rich past alive. Founded in 1887 and incorporated as a city in 1904, the history of the area stretches back over 100 years. And with this history, Fullerton has acquired the reputation of being Orange County's most haunted city. There's so much activity that a haunted tour of the Old Town District has developed into an annual event. Historians, ghost enthusiasts, and skeptics alike gather yearly to explore these hauntings that range from unexplained noises and moving objects to actual encounters with visible specters. From the auditorium at the local high school to the Fullerton police station, many stories of hauntings or paranormal sightings exist. To skeptics, these can be passed off as hearsay. However, for some, the folklore is evidence enough. But is there a way to actually document paranormal activity? The most standard and accepted practice is EVP.
The theory goes that once a person goes through a traumatic event, usually their own death, they leave a magnetic impression because the human brain emits an electromagnetic frequency, sort of a field that you're constantly producing, and it has effects on other magnetic fields around you, and other objects around you. When that magnetic field goes through a significant and extremely powerful set of stimuli, the theory is that it can leave an impression on a location. And so an electronic voice phenomenon then is an attempt to, through the magic of analog recording, which is magnetically based, you can record the impressions that you wouldn't normally be able to perceive without a magnetic recorder. Sometimes you'll get sounds, you'll get voices that weren't there when you did the actual ghost investigation.
But EVPs are not the only method. For those who need to see to believe, there is a way for you to perhaps see these ghosts.
Another thing you do to pick up when you're ghost hunting is you can take pictures. To regular camera is fine. What that does is you'll pick up things that your eyes can't see. They're phenomena such as orbs, and sometimes you can actually get sort of an outline of a person or a body or something that your eyes wouldn't be able to see because the camera is sensitive to different things.
Every day on the campus of Cal State Fullerton, thousands of students walk from class to class, going about their day. Very few are aware of what is rumored to occur when night falls. Many buildings on the campus are reported as being hotbeds of unexplained phenomena. McCarthy Hall, home to the science and math departments, is one such building.
McCarthy Hall, apparently there were rumors that someone was killed in the basement there. I think the janitor or something. Someone dragged him. He came off the elevator and got into like the boiler room and was killed, I think, with an axe, and then called the elevator to try to get help, and the elevator came, but he was obviously dead. And apparently the stories about its haunting go that every Saturday or so, the elevator, the number 2 elevator, will go, instead of to the first floor, will go all the way to the basement and then back up to the first floor. And the first time we did ghost hunting, any kind of EVP collection at the school, we went by the McCarthy Hall, and they block it with glass doors, but we were looking through the glass doors at the number 2 elevator, and it would open and close at not any kind of interval, not any kind of special passage of time. It was sort of random. It would go 40 seconds, it would go 25 seconds, it would go 65 seconds before it would open again. It would stay open for a couple of seconds and then close.
Perhaps the most notable activity is that of the campus library. While other stories surrounding hauntings on campus can be seen as urban legends, there seems to be a direct link between the hauntings in the library and the 7 murders that occurred there in 1976. A disgruntled janitor went on a 5-minute shooting spree, murdering 7 of his co-workers, and injuring 2 others throughout the basement and first floor of the building. Since then, students have reported seeing things that are not of the norm. Reports range from the likes of seeing a ghostly face on the security cameras to hearing knocking sounds on the windows late at night. Ben Carriage has done some EVP recordings in the library and has gotten some interesting results.
When we were passing the entrance where the gunman went in the 70s to the library, we were looking down into the computer lab in the basement floor, and we're talking about a sweater that's on a chair down there. And in the background on the tape, you can clearly hear the bolt being pulled back and then being released with a resounding thunk to indicate that the gun is ready to fire.
I just assumed someone was still there.
We were in the library basement, and there's this dark room with glass windows on it. And as you pass it, you can sort of see in and see that it's dark in there, but you can't really see what's in there. So when we passed it on the one side, we looked in and there was nothing. We went around to the other side, and the 2 of us are looking in, and my friend asked me, what is it? And I say, oh no, it's just a dark room that you can see into. We turned to walk away, and on the tape, we didn't hear it when we were there, but you can clearly hear the words "come back" being whispered.
No, it was just a dark room that you could see into. I found that.
So at what point do ghost stories become more than scary tales shrouded in the unexplainable? At what point does the evidence become so inexplicably obvious that it leaves no doubt in your mind? Is it as simple as seeing orbs in a photograph? Or maybe you need to hear the voices left behind by those who came before. Perhaps you've weighed all the evidence and still find ghosts and hauntings to be ridiculous fabrications intended only to frighten those who don't know better. In the end, perhaps it doesn't matter what you believe. The evidence is still out there.